No. Sorry. You have that one.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We are going to start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just for the committee, and then we'll do swearing in.
Roll call for committee of the whole. Scott?
Yes.
Sharon?
Yes.
Cheryl?
Yes.
David?
Here.
Terry?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, here it is.
All right, we have a new council member, Angela DeSalvo. Ange, I need you to stand so we can swear you in. All right, raise your right hand. I, Angela DeSalvo,
I, Angela DeSalvo,
do hereby swear
do hereby swear
or affirm
or affirm
to support
to support
the
the
Constitution
Constitution
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws
and the laws
of the state of Ohio,
of the state of Ohio,
and the ordinances
and the ordinances
of the village of Windham,
of the village of Windham,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and to faithfully,
and to faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
impartially
impartially
discharge
discharge
the duties
the duties
of a council person
of a council person
of the village of Windham,
of the village of Windham
for so long as I
for so long as I
shall continue in office.
shall continue in office.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right.
Welcome aboard. Andrew, you're gonna sign this?
Sure.
Yeah, you sign that.
Oh, that one's yours?
Always say you look good at that for free.
That's all right.
Because we kind of bypassed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Alrighty. I'd like to call Parks and Rec to order.
Terry?
Terry, Sherry, Cheryl,
Here.
Angela.
Yep.
All right. Anything for Parks and Rec?
I do.
Okay.
All right. My great grandson Hunter, he likes going to the park. Well, on our trip to the park down here, he wanted to go down the big slide. And at the top, it had CA.
Caution.
Caution strip. No, it just had.
Yeah, somebody had ripped it off.
They ripped it off and there was just certain letters. And he said, what, Nana, what does that say? And I looked, and I says, it says caution. He says, what does that mean? And I looked down and there's a big hole. And I told Matt, and he said that he would have somebody look at it. So then they put some caution strips on it. And then the next day I went down yesterday and there's a board there so they can't go down that way, so.
Somebody had texted me as well, and I sent a note to Robbie, so I think Robbie went and put something over there.
Yeah, I mean, at least they can't go down it,
Yeah.
that's all I know.
I met
Or maybe you
Robbie
did, Ryan, I don't know.
I met Robbie over there.
Okay.
We tried to come up with a game plan, had to put board up.
Are we gonna have it removed?
We'll have to have it removed, it's not for, you can't repair it, yeah.
Right.
It's broke, it's broke right in the center.
I just guess how long does it take to remove a slide?
It's not, well, it's not as simple as you think. I mean, it's wrapped around a pole that's concreted into the ground. It's not just as simple as taking a couple bolts out and removing it. If that was the case, we wouldn't have put the board up.
Thank you, Matt.
Was this vandalism or was it, wear and tear?
I mean,
I think it's wear and tear.
I don't
mean,
know.
there's probably some
I can go either way, to be honest with you.
Could be.
It could be
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, because
There's a-
pla-
I think there
with
was some,
plastic, you know, it's a big hole and, you know, being in the sun, in the
Right.
cold, rain, you know.
Deteriorates over time.
Everything goes, but it was fixed with the block and I was very happy about it. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, we're trying to come up with the best way to get it out of there.
All right, anything else for Parks and Rec? All right, 6:05, I'd like to make the motion to adjourn Parks and Rec.
Terry?
I'm not on Parks and Rec.
I'm sorry.
Well, according to this sheet,
There's
you are.
four, yeah,
But
there's
you put
four of
Maryland
them.
on
No,
instead.
so, right, this from January 14th is Cheryl, Terry, and Marilyn.
And then you changed it.
I think I changed it because David thought he was supposed to be on it, he was on it for the previous year.
Yeah, so I just marked my name off, cause it was you, Marilyn, and Cheryl.
Okay, well,
Yes.
I mean, that's okay, I don't care.
We only got,
Okay, Terry?
I'm on it.
what'd you say, David?
Sherry?
I said we only got a couple months left.
I know,
Yeah.
right, we're almost done. All right,
Sherry?
yes.
Cheryl?
Yes.
Angela?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. All right. We did the sparing, okay, so we have a guest, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Lewis. I represent the Real Property Management, and we manage 9515 community, but I'm also here about a potential project that we're going to be discussing, hopefully if you have questions.
We have another guest requesting to speak, Mr. Paul Miller.
Yes, Paul Miller. I am here on behalf of my client Sunwise from Oregon regarding a potential property development in the village.
What?
A potential property development in the village.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Anything else we want to talk about this? Do we want to elaborate a little bit on any?
I'll just go
Do you-
I want them to do the,
Mr. Lewis, would you be able to elaborate a little bit about, so are you, so he's the one with the triple, this individual homes and those things. So Mac had given some literature out a few weeks back on some of the potential opportunities, with purchasing the property in the village, and that's basically what you're here to represent, right?
Correct. And just kind of to give you guys the, I guess, the lay of the land for it. Currently, there's a structure there that's 9515 community. It's currently a 6-unit building. After some management time, and you all know kind of know the history about what had been happening there. There have been some violations. We tried to address the violations. And we had just gotten to a point where we decided that it would be in the best interest of the residents as well as the city and the municipality and frankly our own ownership to rebuild. So to take it down and put up new units. And so we started the process of doing our due diligence, getting the numbers, talking to folks, talking to engineers, planners. We got some drawings, and we are working with a modular manufacturer called Certainteed. And so they've given us an advanced quote for the exterior of the building. So we're getting our numbers for the interior and putting our timelines together, putting all the, trying to get all our permitting and drawings and all planning together so that we can execute this. And so the intent is to replace it with 2 3-unit buildings with 2 bedrooms each, roughly around 1,000 square feet. Each unit would have its own HVAC and so on, and entrances and exits. Planning, shingle roof, basic construction, and got drawings obviously for everyone to see. Basically here just to answer questions, to give more information, to kind of give folks an idea of, where we're going with this and what we plan on doing, and the prospect maybe for doing more.
Good.
So I guess my question from planning side of things, you're planning on taking down 1 building and putting 2 triplexes up, correct?
Correct.
Does that fall within our square foot or our, how's that gonna work for how much room they need to build, because that's a small lot there. That's one like we have over across from the new apartment buildings that we would have to do something with because we can't build on it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, they'll get.
You have to get a
Wesley.
variance.
Yeah, they'll get with Wesley and they'll, figure all that out, but right now, like I said, the gist of it was just to explain what they wanna do and this, that, and the other.
What's your timeline?
So what we're attempting to do is we're trying to get it, because it's gonna be on a slab, we're trying to get the slab and the exterior up before November 1st.
So,
I mean,
does that mean
that's
3
his
reads?
timeline, I think that, yeah,
Yeah.
when you would go through planning, he realizes
Yeah,
that.
that's all been explained,
Just is here
all
to
that
answer
stuff.
questions if
Like
people want.
3 reads and a
So, yeah, if you guys got questions about any of it, all the other stuff has been explained.
So it'd be
discussed.
90
Do you have that in like an email format?
I did send that to the mayor and I can send it
Is
out
that the one
again.
we got?
Yeah.
The same one? Okay. Cool. Thank
And
you.
that would be the draft, that would be the, like, kind of the first draft.
Yeah.
Kind of wrote that.
That's all I have.
Okay. So what are you thinking, Mr. Miller?
So, I have a client, so I'm, I'm Paul Miller, I live in Nelson. Spent a lot of time over this way when I was younger. My grandmother was actually the principal at the lot where this lot is that I'm talking about.
What's your last name?
Miller,
First name?
Paul, Margaret is my grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
there's Jeff.
Jeff's my dad.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I knew them because I went to Garrettsville School.
Okay.
I knew the grandpa and
Yeah.
grandma. They were
Yeah, so
really good
that's
people.
kind of
I thought so.
So kind of a little full circle here, but, so I own a construction and development company. And we do little things and been talking to Mac for, I don't know, a little while now, trying to get a few things in. We actually have a client, out of Oregon that is a solar-based, building company. They build modular solar units for the government and some other entities. But they are looking for a site to build a small at first and then larger manufacturing site. And Windham's one of the ones that they've looked at for multiple reasons. One is they currently have a facility in Montville where they utilize some Amish and some other local workforce. And it's kind of a little far, and they've gotten some feedback from some different folks that they'd like to be a little closer. Then also for their transportation needs, being the proximity to the turnpike, makes it really interesting to them. There's also a thing with the Opportunity Zone Fund that within Windham falls in, it makes it even more advantageous to them to look at development here. Their first phase would be around 10 to 12,000 square foot building, with their ultimate goal in 24 months to have 50,000 feet under roof.
Which parcel are we talking?
The old carnival field.
Oh, what?
The old
Carnival.
field.
Oh,
Where
the
the
carnival and where the.
elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah, where old Captain Thomas used to be.
Yeah, yeah, the old KT,
Yeah,
where the playground.
We've
4 acres there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's four, there's kind of a adjacent site, and I mean, I looked at how this breaks on the site on the tax map. The water tower is actually within this. I mean, so there would have to be some reworking, I think, of actual the property lines, because
Right.
to make this all work. But it is something that they would, are looking to try to do soon. I did a preliminary sketch fitting the buildings on the plots, and they do fit and they do work. There would be some other stuff we had to try to figure out. They would like to try to get access, off the main road. So they get like 1 to 2 semis a day at most. So I mean, to not bring truck traffic down Community Drive would probably be a smart thing to start thinking about off the bat. We looked at other parcels around the village, and trying to find something that has city water and sewer, because it is gonna need to be a sprinkled building when it's done. So trying to find that, we looked down by Harvest and Walker, ran into some brick walls, trying to make phone calls there, trying to see if any of that would be
There's a lot of land there.
There's a lot of land there. And, you know, my hope for this thing is, you know, that this would spur more development.
Yeah.
And, you know, and
How
really.
many units are you looking to put in that?
So this would be, so we would design the first 12,000 feet as a 16-foot clear wall building for more of a linear manufacturing that they have. And then we would design the rest of the phase of the building off of it at 20-foot clear with 2 loading docks off of it. So it would be a continuous 1 footprint building. The lower building that we'd have first would actually turn into their offices in phase 2. And some more of their light manufacturing. So it's, I don't know, it's definitely, it's a real prospect, and it's something that, you know, Dave Eveland, who's my client, he's, you know, definitely, he has one of his employees, I think, he said used to live in Windham, now lives in Howland, so I mean, he knows the area a little bit, but him being from Oregon, he doesn't really know a whole heck of a lot. But he, it checks his buckets, let's put it that way. So I think with everybody's, you know, thoughts on it, I'd like to get anybody, if anybody knows anything more about the land, like, you know, I went over there and started poking around with a rod to see if there's still any footers in the ground from when they tore the buildings down. I mean, there's a lot of things that could, you know, hinder it as well. But from a standpoint, if the village would allow that type of building to be built in the proximity of the village, would be great. And then, you know, he asked.
What's gonna be manufactured there again?
Yeah, they would manufacture solar panels.
Okay.
And they would also have a small storefront as well to be able to buy some of their product. You know, I'll just kind of say this as a thought, looking at it, I don't know as future development could possibly occur after this, if the village would ever consider moving the baseball fields to, I mean, I looked, there's land by the new Catherine Thomas back up against the turnpike. It could just give you guys a lot more stretch of land through there for future development. That could bring more businesses in for a, you know, very minimal, pretty much everything you have in those baseball fields could be moved except the fence posts down to the darn sand almost for the diamond itself. So, just some, and that's just kind of an idea to share as a neighbor of, you know, hey, what can we do to help spur more of this and get more attention on the community? So, that's my soapbox.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
I like the soapbox.
Anyone got any questions?
How do we go from it being residential to commercial?
We'd have to get it rezoned.
Yeah. Which can be done.
Hey, that's what we need is more people.
Well, you
More
need tax
people.
base, right?
Yeah,
Before
They
you
all
two
need
go,
housing.
can you get Wesley's information?
100%,
Just so
sure.
you guys are.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
thank you.
Thank you. For sure.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve the July 8th, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting notes.
Sheriff, Tim?
Can I get a second?
Second.
Scott?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
Cheryl?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Terry?
Abstain.
You were absent, thank you.
Good luck.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I know all the ones that you see.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Fiscal officers
Sure.
report.
So as August 11th, expenditures year-to-date are $1,143,373.50. That does include payroll.
I apologize, can you start?
Yeah,
over?
please, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
As of August 11th, our expenditures year-to-date are $1,143,373.50. That does include payroll, year-to-date. Revenue year-to-date is $1,119,664.06. There are 2 large deposits that came in today, so that's not included. And then I'm still working on the budget, but I had a meeting with the department heads and it went really good, knowing what we need to do for 2026. So that was exciting for me.
And the budget hearing is in the next meeting.
Yeah, it is the next meeting, at 5:45.
Okay.
And it has to be turned into the auditor by when?
By the 30th.
All right, does anybody have old business? Anything with the water line, David, anything we're doing?
Nothing.
All right, President's report, don't really have too much, regional planning meeting tomorrow at 4:30. If there's anybody who's interested in joining that meeting, it's, any one of you can go, so,
Can you send me that?
yes, I will.
What kind of meeting is it?
The regional planning meeting,
For Portage County?
it's all the counties attend the meeting and they talk about a lot of different things going on in all the communities, they talk about
Will it be
grants and different
here?
things like that. No,
No,
it's at the
it's not.
hospital, yeah, it's at UH. All right, Mayor, communication?
Alright, each one of you do have a map. I know it's hard to see because we don't have a color printer, but where I circled are possible lots that we have for sale. And those are ones that Mr. Lewis is possibly looking at to obtain to build those, triplexes or single family home. And then Mr. Miller is looking at where I put a star. There should be a star on each one of you, babe.
Right.
So down there.
That's where the old carnival used to be, right behind the post
Yeah.
office. Okay, and then we have that property between the post office and that house,
Yeah,
right?
so it would have
That
to get,
could
that,
be-
we would have to keep that and then he would, oh yeah, that could be the driveway.
Driveway.
That could be the
Yeah.
driveway.
It's all one lot there.
Yeah.
Is
the
it
one that
that
he-
the way it goes out?
There's one, like a little tiny lot next to it on the left, but that big lot ending in 8-7 is the one that goes over with the water tower around the fire station parking lot into
Yeah.
Hope Town's parking lot and all that.
That's.
Catherine Thomas, the exact where the spot is, that's still owned by the school, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way over to
The ball fields are
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we don't have
I
nothing.
know, I don't wanna say it, but.
Yeah, I just.
So just to confirm, Mr. Lewis wants to do more than just 9515.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's,
I think he wants to buy up all the other
Yeah,
ones
they
that are
wanna
empty.
buy
or-
others.
yeah,
so
that
how
are
many,
open.
how many are we talking about here? One,
that are circled.
2, 3,
So I think there was 7
4,
in
5,
total,
6.
7 or 8 in total.
And what, would they be at the same price that everybody else was getting them, or
That
would that?
we will need to negotiate.
Okay.
So we'll have
Alright.
to figure out what we wanna do with that. If we wanna keep
If he can
pricing
build-
them at that price, or if we wanna do it, we still have to get the contract situated and all that, so.
Yeah, you got a lot of time.
All right.
Next thing was, Halloween, trick or treat. This year, it's October 31st, is on a Friday. I posed this question to other people. Fridays is, and I know some people don't care too much for it, but it's football nights. All the kids are in band in school or in
And all
the
the
games
traffic.
and stuff, and all the traffic, yeah.
That's what I'm worried
So that,
about, yeah.
it's gonna make it, we could have it then, but we're not gonna have high participation at all.
I read comments from another municipality that came out and publicly posted about how they moved it to November 1st, and the people are on there lighting the mayor up.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to the first, maybe the
Because
day before, but
they're
not the
like-
day after.
Yeah.
Just because a small group, you say it's big, but a small
Right.
group, in my opinion,
Yeah.
of kids go to football.
Right.
What about all the young kids? And
We can have it on that day.
Like I said, we can have.
We can have it that day.
I'm not
It doesn't-
opposed.
Oh, then I'm
matter.
not worried, David.
There's gonna
Just
be a
the
lot of
traffic.
people that don't get to do it, and that's in telling people that pass it out, cause if you don't have people to pass out the candy, then.
And they don't wanna buy any.
I'm just,
So, I
You're-
mean,
Is there a football game?
you're gonna get yelled at either way,
Yes.
whichever way we go. We're
I
not
don't,
gonna be
I
worried
get yelled
about
at
it.
every day, but, so that's not a big issue to me.
I would say the day before.
I would do the day before.
But, hey, why not? It's not,
There's a game that day for sure.
Yeah.
Friday.
Is it a home
Tuesday.
game?
Now, whether it's home or
No,
away
sure.
would be a difference.
Wouldn't that be
I'm
the start of
looking really
playoffs?
quick, I'm sorry.
Cause that's what the municipality,
In October?
Said-
Probably.
No.
the last week
It's
of October.
October
Oh, last
31st.
week,
Yeah, it's the 5th week.
Yeah, you're right,
There we go.
yeah, probably be playoffs. Now, the way they expanded it, just about everybody makes the playoffs anymore.
Everybody gets a participation trophy.
Yeah, that would be the playoff weekend.
Yeah,
So,
First
I mean,
round.
it's, It's up and, like I said, that's up in the air, that's,
Yeah,
if we don't make the playoffs, it's no big deal.
if you're 500, you're gonna be in the playoffs anyway.
I would say do the 30, I agree with the
30th.
30th. Day before, because, but I think what time you guys wanna do it?
5 to 7, maybe,
Dark.
or 6 to 8.
Should we do it a little bit?
6 to 8,
I don't
not
know.
that, 8 is late.
It is,
Yeah,
eight is
it'll
late.
be-
Yeah.
It is late.
Yeah, it's big time dark.
4:30 to 6:30? Is that too early?
We did 5 to 7, I didn't hear too many people complain about that year.
Yeah. Maybe that,
People are gonna.
It gives
complain.
parents, the other debate or argument I heard was parents don't have time to get home from work,
Sure.
so,
5 to 7 isn't.
But Friday they work too, so,
well, yeah, but we weren't talking about time, we were talking about date.
but now we're talking about time, so.
5 to 7?
5 to 7.
Yeah.
I'd say 5 to 7.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Well, we have people from the community here, what do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys
I
want?
don't have kids no more, so
I don't get trick or treaters.
I don't know. From my experience, like, because I always worked like an hour away, like 5:30 would be a little bit better, even if I could sneak out of work a little bit earlier, yeah. But, you know, it's up to everybody else.
It doesn't work without the people, so
Right.
that's.
So let's do 6 to 8.
What time does it get dark in October?
I don't know.
It'll be dark about 5:30.
Yeah.
5:30 to
Okay.
7:30.
5:30, 7:30. If they wanna do it earlier, they can start earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, you can start earlier.
Why not?
Some
6 to
kids
8?
do.
I don't
I would
care,
just do
'cause
5 to
like I
7.
said, I never did.
If they're really
anything.
worried about their kids going trick or treating, to leave work early. That's what I did. When I was trick or treat, I just called off or I took a sick day, and stayed home.
Huh.
It gets too dark, then you get
It's
the
really
kids out there
only-
on the road and it's dangerous.
It's really only in one part of the town, really.
I
And
say
if it
5 to
goes from
7.
5 to 7, I mean, even if you're an hour late, you're still trick or treaters out there. And they start
Why you
early
cutting us
anyway.
off?
As soon as they see a kid in a
This is
costume,
like-
they're out.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Trick or treaters, they want.
Mine's 5 to 7.
Alright, so you guys wanna do October 30th, 5 to 7?
Yep.
Sounds like a plan to me.
And then we have the Parade of Lights, December 7th, we go same time frame.
Is it
Yeah.
5:30 lead off,
Is that
5?
the time? Yeah, I think we lined up at 5:30,
5.
yeah, we started at 6, yeah.
That's a lot.
Uh,
Parade.
That is fun.
The 7th?
December 7th,
It's
sorry.
Pearl Harbor.
Yes, Pearl Harbor.
It is.
at what
It's
time?
very-
5 to 7, right?
5:30,
Five.
line up at about 5:30, it starts at 6.
Yep.
So,
Nice.
Are we doing the?
Oh, the line up at
decorating
5:30
as well?
and start the parade at 6.
House decoration, we're doing it as well.
Oh, I have something
That's
for
for
that.
What are those
I'm not
Maybe.
decorating my house this year. I'm gonna
I-
use all the lights for the community center. If you guys want me to get up there on the roof in September, it's putting the lights out.
What?
If that's it.
Plan on helping, Dave.
Sam's excited.
He never helps me. I don't know what he's all upset about.
Stay on the ground and candy stuff.
Yeah.
so that's 5 to 7 too, or 5?
Yeah.
5:30 at line up.
Line up.
Or line up at 5, parade
Line
starts
up
at
at
5:30, yeah.
Starts.
Is that what we did?
I had that wrong.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
had
it was later, but.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was
Okay.
something.
And it's over by 8, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
What time is it? It starts at 5:30 and it's over at 8.
Day of week is that? Is that-
Saturday.
Yeah, that's December 7th is a Sunday. Brian, I need, you and Andrew to get together and if you haven't already done it, figure out a way to, remove Brandon from the alerts. They said it's on our end of the system to get that out. I talked to Bob Mazzaros today. He is planning on extending his building to get more employment and get, help the village out with, some revenue, so. That's a big thing. Talked with Wesley and Charles today, so that'll be coming towards us too, so. there's a possibility all three of these projects could be coming to the planning commission or however it may come, if it needs to go there. That's coming up, and then, at some date, we need to discuss whether we wanna bring Addie on full-time or keep her part-time.
Bring who?
Addie, at the police station, she is working a lot of hours.
Yes, she does.
I mean, it's, at this point, but it's up to you guys, we can discuss it
She does.
today, we can discuss it down the road, we can, however you wanna do it, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
She gets involved in everything, and she's always there at the police station. She's a hard worker.
All right,
And that's it.
all right, so, Angela, utilities will be for you.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
David, anything for finance?
No, not at this time.
Scott, safety and personnel?
Just that, we now have valuations, I think, from the mayor and all the department heads, so they'll peruse these, and, thank you for this. That's all.
Is Adriana still gonna be with us for a while? Or is she going, you said something about school?
Yeah, well, she starts school next week, next week. So we're gonna evaluate how we're gonna move with that, but we'll discuss it.
Okay, cause I know you mentioned it.
All right, service committee, I don't have anything. Harry, economic development.
Well, I think we already had that with Lewis and whatever.
All right, planning commission, nothing. Do you have anything for police?
The only thing I put in for a grant for body armor and it was accepted, so I got the acceptance letter last week, so.
How much
we're
is that?
receiving. It's around $7,400.
$7,430,
Yeah.
$7,430.
And our match, or is it fully funded?
It's 75%.
So 75/25?
Yeah, so
we-
we'll pay, I think it was.
And that's to
it was
get
like
all of our
2,400.
officers new vests, which
Wow.
some of us are wearing 10-year-old
Right?
Yeah, you
vests.
have
Oh, yeah.
to, you have to in today's world.
So,
You know,
so that was all I had.
All right, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Wesley?
You wanna mention the night out?
I was just.
Oh, yeah, so the night out was, I think went pretty good. We had a very good turnout.
I wanna thank Sherry for helping.
Yeah, everyone that helped, thank you.
You helped too.
We had a lot of people that came forward and
That's
helped
very
us with the
nice.
building, helped us with mulch, things like that, so thank you for Angela came and painted for us, and there was it was a team effort, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All I have is I got, everybody seems to be wanting to put up fences.
I
All
need to,
fences
they
make
can't
good
afford
neighbors.
it.
It's a big thing.
So we got some permits that were issued for, some fences, and then just some conversations with Mac about some of the stuff that you heard about earlier today. but
Did you look into that?
Oh, I'm done.
I got a question for you. Did you get a chance to respond to Ms. Moore's email? Her request for an email for the violations or anything like that?
So far, I have two.
Two violations?
That I'm drafting letters for.
Okay, thank you.
Good?
Good.
Thank you. Do you have anything for tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, footballs. and-
Oh, okay.
Great. Village administrator?
We got the NFA letter from the Buster grant, so no further action required, so that's done and over with. I give you guys that quote for the Metro,
It's a mouthful.
they're the ones that did the front line to jet it out, clean out the caustic out of the line so that you can get water to the clear well. The back one's been plugged up for a while, and this is the quote to get it done. So if we don't do it, and the front one plugs up again, then it will, it's just a matter of time because the stuff just.
Yeah, we gotta maintain.
Well, this is a requirement anyways.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, we don't have a choice.
So,
Right,
The buildup is pretty
but,
just cost of doing business, it's,
yeah, but it has to be done. It-
How much is the quote?
Yeah.
I put one in every
You should
one.
have it in your
No.
doc, David.
It's amazing if anyone's ever looked at that in terms of concrete.
No, it's hard as a brick.
I didn't get one either.
It's in your mailbox.
Oh.
In the mailbox.
Shirley,
I
you
didn't know
didn't
if I
get
had
mine?
one, so I didn't bother here.
At first, I thought it was like
You got a
sludge.
box, so we got a name tag.
Oh, okay, well.
Tomorrow.
You said 2,100.
It's not, you don't have it either?
It's $22,100
Oh,
for
no, I
service,
want
which
the
is 2 to 3 days to complete. So it does break it down in the quote. I did go over there with Andrew, and the buildup he showed me in piping is pretty
It
bad.
shoots kind of like a jet stream through there, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's very, very high pressure in my understanding. I wasn't here when they did the first one, but
Yeah.
This
It's
quote
a
is
mess.
cheaper than the first one that they had completed. I thought the first one was more.
like I said, I wasn't here for the first one, but this one's actually longer than the first one because this has to come out the back and then horseshoes will come in, so it's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's probably a quarter, 25% longer than that.
I'll just say mine was like
Oh, okay.
Is this the only company that does this? Or how do you get quotes?
Yeah,
Did they do the last one?
yeah.
King Brothers doesn't do this?
Not for this, no, they don't have, this is way more powerful than anything they got, this ain't like your conventional jetting machine, this is way,
Yeah, the last time we did it, I remember going down there looking at that, and I thought it would be like sludge. It's like concrete.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't,
Yeah, it's
you
really
couldn't
hard.
get that out with a hammer and a chisel.
It'll take a few days to do it, they don't just breeze through it.
How long does that take to build up? How long does it take for it to get to that state?
Surprisingly
Well,
quick.
Yeah, it depends.
Check your
What
phones.
it is, it's caustic
Yeah.
soda, and we have to put it in to coat the lines, because
Right.
we have lines like Garrettsville and all these other places that have asbestos lines. So this is to prevent that from stripping it, because we soften water, so if you get too soft, you're gonna strip lines, so. They're 8-inch lines, and we would have to clean out the front usually once a year, or once every other year. But if you catch it while it's, slim, it's not as bad, but they got a couple different, processes that we could do, without using caustic, but it's pricey, and I think it's worth looking into, but at this point, it's kinda what it is.
So are you gonna take the action to look at the other processes, or, I know that this
Well, the
needs to
other
be done now,
processes,
but for
they-
future sake,
Yeah, they looked at them before, and it's a different chemical, but
there was something about it though, I
yeah,
feel like
it strips
it
the
was.
line, and then we'll have all kinds of issues, and that's kinda why it was never
So
really
there's a little
brought
bit of
up.
a risk by using this
Yeah,
additional
because it'll
process.
plug up everybody's, service lines potentially,
Okay,
so, I mean, there's pros and cons, but it's something that I think we should start looking into, hopefully in the future to come up with, some better technology and, do something better, but until then, we really do, if the front one plugs up, we can't send water out. I mean, we've talked to a lot of different people about this,
Mhm.
a lot of, from different backgrounds, and there's never been really a good answer.
When was the last time we did this process?
Well, Tony was here.
yeah, it probably was
so-
about 4 years, it was a while ago.
Yeah, we had that piece of rock on the table for years.
Oh,
No.
that big,
What was-
It was
Remember?
before me.
No, David, it wasn't. That piece of
he
rock
was
just
here.
sat right here on the table a couple years ago.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty
And
big.
you may not have been at that meeting, but you were on council because I was.
Yeah, I remember.
You were
You've been here longer than I have. I've been mowing in my first term.
Maybe it's that long
Maybe
ago
not
then.
then, maybe it
Yeah, I
was more
don't
than 4 years
remember.
I
ago.
lose years.
I don't
Well,
remember.
the front one's about to
It
plug up.
was huge.
It was
I
heavy.
was just sitting right there on the table.
Yeah, it was sitting right, it was so,
A
yeah,
long time.
so
Is
maybe it
this-
was about 4 years ago.
The front where the valve is that you discussed opening and closing and stuff, making sure it's exercised, no? Okay. Is this out like in the
No,
road
so-
or is it?
No, it's-
No, it's in the plant. It
Oh,
comes
it's
out
in
of
the plant, okay.
So,
Where the
so,
water is coming in.
so, there's a line that comes out of the clear well. And it does like a horseshoe, if you will. It goes into the plant, the high service pumps take it and blows it to the tower. Now, I put a valve in there years ago so that when they did that, we didn't have to shut it down, so you could send it either this way or this way, without having to do one or the other. So, the one in the front that comes in is fine. This one comes out and it does like a 90 and goes back into the clear well, so it's a little bit longer than the front one. But they thought, you know, one of the ideas was maybe trying to add caustic into the clear well instead of that pipe there, that way it's, you know, but it's just something that, you know, we'll have to look into and see what we can figure out. Other than that, I think, that's all I got. I mean, I think we're good on everything else.
So does anyone have any objections to this coming, cause this is gonna have to get done at some point, so we don't have to.
Yeah, if you guys, if there's no objections, you can give me permission and then I can get the ball started.
Do we have to make any motion to do that or not?
I would make a motion to
We can put it
allow
on the
me
agenda.
to
The end of the month.
proceed with the,
No, I'd make a
Can we
motion.
wait the 2 weeks then for it to be on the,
no, you don't have to,
No.
cause I can
Oh,
spend it,
okay.
you just gotta give
Okay,
me
okay.
permission.
go ahead, Scott.
I make a motion to give Ryan permission to go ahead and remove the caustic soda out of the pipes.
Just make sure it's on
It was bad.
the next thing.
Yeah. I'll second.
Terry,
Yeah.
Angela?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sharon,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
and Cheryl.
Yes.
Anything else, Ryan?
That's all I got.
I just wanna confirm we need legislation to pass this at the next meeting, as an emergency.
I don't think you have to, but you can check.
I'll check, okay, gotcha, thank you.
All right, last chance for any council members or guests to speak.
I told you guys the fire, department was having an opening on 16th. They
Open
did,
house.
yeah, open house, they canceled it. It's gonna be in October, so I'll let you know.
I got a few things. And then I'd like to do executive session to discuss a couple things as well, so I'll bring that up after we do the calendar. No, there is no calendar. Did Andrew pass the water test? He
No.
said he was gonna take it,
You still taking it?
so he failed?
Yes.
Okay.
Just about like a couple questions, he was very close.
Well, I think we need to look into getting more streetlights. I don't know, like, what kind of project that would entail. I know it's obviously gonna be pretty big, but driving around, finding lights that are out at nighttime, there's a lot of dark areas. Several streets where they didn't build the houses right away, didn't get streetlights, so there's big stretches. So I'd like to look into that, cause I think it'd be beneficial for us. The streetlight is flashing now. Do we have an update on when that'll go back to working?
Well, they called JC, they're gonna come out and look. Rob didn't give me the update, cause it was kinda close for the end of the day. But if JC can't seem to do it, I'll call Mike, see if he'll help us out.
Okay.
One of the red lights is out too, the circle.
Yeah, that one's already on the books,
Okay.
JC's coming to fix it. While they're, anytime those lights go out, we're replacing them with LED, hoping that they
They
last a
sustain
little bit
longer.
longer, yeah.
think you could look into maybe seeing how much it would cost to upgrade those boxes?
Boxes.
The boxes, with the new controls and stuff, since they are outdated. I mean, Mikey told us that when he gave us the other box. So, I mean, that was the mercury switch or something in there that's, you can't get no more?
I don't think it was a mercury switch, it was some kind of relay that is, they actually found some though, we got a couple extra. It's basically obsolete, we got lucky to get those, but
Right.
after those ones, no, we might not be able to get them.
And then our solicitor's contract's coming up for renewal or whatever we wanna do in December 31st, I think is the last day of it. How do we go about either talking to him about it or possibly looking for other options if we are interested in that or not? I know when Tom left, we just took Tom's recommendation and went on with the Charles, but I'd like to possibly look into other options if they're
Good
there.
luck. Absolutely, good luck.
So, how do we do that process? What
I'll
do
talk
we?
to him. And we'll, look into it.
I don't think you really need a process, I think you could just,
I'll just look.
find out.
Like, are we allowed to call other,
Sure.
like, let municipalities see what they use and if we, can we contact them or?
Sure,
Yeah. it's-
Okay.
that's all public
Yeah.
record.
Right, I just didn't wanna do something
No,
and,
you can.
and then the memo from Charles today, do we wanna discuss that here or do we wanna discuss that in executive session?
You can discuss it.
Because it says from Charles, the fiscal officer under the Ohio Revised Code, it says allows the mayor to appoint a fiscal officer effective upon the approval of a majority vote of council. And then on the last page, it says conclusion, and on the second line, it says for purposes of hiring, which was a subject loosely discussed during a meeting, positions, employees that fall under the executive preview as hired are subject to council approval. So, how do we move on with this? Like, we have Deanne, who was never voted on by council, we have Wesley, who was never voted on by council, Adriana, Joe Summers. I'm trying to think if there was any other employees.
I got
thought Joe
permission.
Summers
yeah.
was.
Joe Summers
Joe
was
was.
talked about in
But
the
voted
meeting.
on.
Yeah, you guys voted on it, I brought it up and you
I
guys.
thought we.
I thought we did too.
So,
Yeah,
We
you did.
discussed it,
So
but I
what-
don't think we voted on it.
yeah, so the thing is, they weren't voted on.
That's
The process was, I had either these two were there or somebody was there, Marilyn or somebody. It went to, Scott reviewed everything that we had, he made a decision, they can ask you guys to vote, do whatever you wanna do. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, if, or record-wise, we can go back and do that. Or just go
Go
forward.
forward, moving forward.
I mean, that's up to you guys,
No,
it's
I don't think
not
it's
on
good.
record like our ordinances state and the Ohio Revised Code states, that's why I asked for this
Sure.
memo. Because council did not do it the proper way.
Everyone we fire and we hire should be approved by council. It's my opinion.
It's right here, it doesn't have to be, it should be,
Well,
No, that's fine.
We can go back and vote on it.
That's not a problem with me.
and then, if nobody else has anything, anybody else have anything?
what now?
Nothing else before I call make a motion to go into executive session?
Concerning
What
what,
is the
you gotta
purpose?
have.
I'm getting there, I'm just making sure.
Does anybody out here have anything?
I was just wondering about that hydrant out the end of Harnan 303, was that ever fixed?
No.
No, it's still not fixed.
Do we have an update on that?
Yeah.
Last meeting, he said he needed to be full-time for us to get things fixed.
Well,
It's
that's
a
not
little
what I
bit
said.
out of
I think you're taking it out of.
Yeah.
It's not what he said.
You just said. there's
Is
no-
there an ETA though? I mean, that's kind of
Well,
important.
Well, not
You know.
free, I mean, it is.
3
it
years,
is.
right there.
3 years
It
now.
is, but the house is like, what, 800 square feet? Like, what do they do, what do they do, what do they do in the township? Like, one tanker, would a tanker put that house out?
No.
I mean, it wouldn't?
No.
Then what do they do in the township? They just.
They have a tanker shuttle where multiple tankers come. But that's not the problem, these guys pay taxes to live in a village.
But the problem
with
is,
high
we got a
taxes.
hydrant right up the road on both sides. I'm waiting for the hydrant. And when it comes in, I'll put it in. But until it comes in, I can't put it
Like, are you
in. We
ready
had
now?
20 some hydrants, where'd they go? I mean, why, who?
That's a question for that guy in that uniform.
Well, I mean, we got
Should be a
grant money.
full-blown
We had
investigation.
federal money given to
You're
us
right.
for hydrants.
You're
And
right.
20 of them, where are they at? Where are they at? Now we're worried about one hydrant that I've been trying to get, but I'm not gonna break my neck to get it when it's ready. I mean, I'm not gonna call them every day, I don't know.
But
I mean-
it's safety for the people that live there, and I get that, I mean, if you're waiting, you're waiting, but I mean, it's not like it's, oh, well, it's really.
It's not, oh, well, if it was in, I'd put it in.
People live in that
You know,
area,
if
and
it was here, I'd put it in.
if a life is
I
lost because
understand.
someone's been
I understand,
dragging.
but if I had it, I'd put it in, but I don't have it.
Has it been paid for?
A PO was done.
What does that mean?
There was a purchase order.
Okay, so.
We don't pay until we receive the
Oh,
product.
okay. I was gonna say, 'cause if we paid for it,
Yeah,
I'd be
no,
calling
a lot
every
of the
day.
stuff like that, I won't pay for it.
Is there another resource to get that hydrant? That will
Well,
get it to you? I mean, it's a liability every which way, for the village, for the people who live there, for the.
when it comes in, I will put it in.
Okay.
Who's the company that we ordered it from?
Core main.
No, they can't give you a direct response on when it's coming in, just cancel the order and go with
Well-
somebody else.
I'll call them tomorrow and ask.
I mean, it's only been 3 years. Well, we've asked about, Tony was here the last time.
Yep.
Was it 3 years?
Yeah, it's been 3
Yeah,
years.
it's been 3 years.
Yeah,
Because we went a whole year without hydrant flushing too. And then that's when it was found, and then we went more time without hydrant flushing, and then here we are.
that, the
All right,
grass,
anything else? David, you wanna go into executive
That's-
session?
yeah.
wait a minute, I'm asking
Oh,
about the grass on Horn Road.
Don't say, wait a minute, please,
I saw, I come into town the other day and there was 2 guys weed whipping the grass, so I thought, they're gonna do Horn Road, you know, to the 303. They did 303. Took all that grass out of the ditch and they left the one on Horn Road, right by the fire hydrant.
I'm gonna see if township usually used to go do that, but
They did their side, but they never did, you know, our side.
For as much as it's been brought up, can we just send them a letter and send Jake over there?
yeah. I
To
mean,
do
I sent
just
them
the
a letter.
ditch, they mowed the
I
grass.
sent them a letter.
Okay, so can we have Jake go over then?
Well, I
You
sent
gotta do the
letter,
process
They didn't
again.
mow it, so I gotta start all, but it's only 3
It's only 3 days,
so-
right?
But I mean, it's just a ditch.
Mhm.
It looks
And
bad.
since we was like talking about getting stuff done, your first year, what committee was you on?
Oh, we're gonna go to that.
No, I'm just curious.
I don't remember what committee
You
I
don't
was
know,
on.
or the second year?
Utilities.
Utilities. And third year, you was on economic and development,
Uh-huh.
and now you're on
Finance.
finance. So, in your 4 years, what would you say your major accomplishment was since you've been here?
Couldn't tell you.
Don't
But
have
hey,
one? Okay,
let's-
that's okay.
We
I
can
just-
go around the room
Well,
and do the exact same
yeah, but
thing,
that's
because
kinda-
we're not gonna just
yeah,
put
but
me on the
this ain't grade
spot.
school. I mean, you
We're
can't.
in
that's
the
what I'm
wrong
We're
saying.
moving on, we're moving on, does anybody else
Okay,
have
but-
anything?
No,
The way you
All right.
talk to people.
I just don't know, before we move on, I think we should, for camera's sake, and everybody that sees this, we should go around the room and do the exact same thing that he just did to me.
You
Well,
just
we're not
did it
gonna
2 meetings
go
ago,
into
David.
that.
Yeah, you do it.
It's
as
all
a-
legitimate
But here's my
You know what? I'm
question,
moving
but here's
on.
my question, I had one question that I wanted to ask, and this was the whole point of this. Now, we go around, flags, the hydrant's a big deal, you're right, it is, it totally is. And I wanna fix it. And the dump truck is functional.
But you
But
wonder.
when you're riding around, I was just curious if you've noticed the empty bank, the empty restaurant, the empty pharmacy, the empty garage, the empty tavern, no grocery store and hardware.
Can I
In
answer on
4
that?
years, yeah, in a second. In 4 years, I think that all these is a lot more important than the flag, maybe not the hydrant, and the dump truck. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're pointing out, it's kind of hypocritical. We point out all the little things that, granted, they need to be done. Okay, but I do only work 20 hours a week. Okay, and you guys have no idea, I work way past 20 hours. I work up until 8, 9 o'clock at night, all the time, every week, okay? So, I'm just curious, are these things not a priority? Are these things not a big deal, or is it just what everybody else ain't doing? Because when you say, I don't see nothing getting done, what I see is, you're not looking for what's getting done, you're looking for what's not getting done. So, in your 4 years, what are you gonna do different? That's my question, if you're reelected.
So I'm not gonna answer that part,
Okay, that's
because
fine.
the whole thing is, you're asking about these businesses that have left. The whole thing is, you go to places that have low income, okay? We brought in all these new apartments and everything else that was income-based. These people, good people, I grew up in the system, but you only have money, what is it, first and third week of the month? So, seeing the business side of things, when I was down at Brugman's Auto Clinic, which he shut down because his whole thing was 2 weeks out of the month, he didn't have customers. So you have a bank that leaves because banks are only there to make money. And if the people in the town don't have money to go in there and get loans, they're not gonna pull money out of that bank and borrow against it. So the bank's not gonna stay here because there's no economic prosperity here. Business, why would you stay in Windham and have a, mechanics business if you don't have people that are come in every single week needing stuff fixed? Grocery stores, we had people that were borrowing and having Maroof put people, oh, well, I'll get you next week, I'll get you next week. All these people would go in there and borrow and never pay back. The pharmacy. Allegedly. The pharmacy. I was told by the pharmacist that they can't sustain a business on Medicaid and Medicare because Medicaid and Medicare only pay so much. So they're giving out a pill bottle that's, just the pill bottle itself, for estimate numbers, could be $3, but Medicaid will only pay $1 of that. How can you sustain when you don't have the people in the town to pay and keep these businesses open?
So you know what the issue is then, right? Just not enough people. So what have you done to bring in more people? You was on economic
It's not just
development.
enough people, it's people who make money and
Okay.
have a higher income.
So then you know what you need to do. Or
What's that?
you seem to know what the answer is, get in people with money.
Mhm.
So what's the process?
I don't have that answer. But I will also say that the mayor, Mayor Cunningham, Mayor Garrett, when he was mayor, passed around this little memo from Rob Dunham and said, we are here to legislate.
That's correct.
Legislate.
Mhm.
You're here as a village administrator to administrate and get things done in our village, correct?
Right?
So when we bring things to you, we expect for 20 hours a week, we expect some action to happen.
Mhm.
It just seems like you come in here, I have nothing at this time. I have nothing, or,
Really?
I just wanna spend this, but I don't wanna take care of the little items.
So we didn't get the water line done, we didn't get the road, we didn't get the filter done. I mean, that didn't get done for how long? I mean, it was under warranty. We ended up spending 80 grand for that.
That was our solicitor.
Okay, but you was here, but I got it done, I got it fixed. You don't know half of what I do.
I'm sure I
You
don't.
You don't. I don't know half of what you do. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I'm just,
And I also will say, to get into executive session, the water line was started under the current mayor.
yeah, and.
That wasn't just me.
Right, but
That
you took
was
the project
handed to
on.
me afterwards.
Well,
So-
No, you
no,
said you
no,
wanted
that's
it.
not true.
You
That's
said
not
you
true.
wanted
Yeah,
it.
Hey,
David, come on now.
Me and you
Don't try
Come on,
and do that,
David.
man.
Hold
We
on,
sat
hold
in
on.
a meeting and he talked to you specifically and he gave you direction on what to do. Don't try and pull that
Me and
it's
you
on other
started
people's
that.
stuff.
Me and
I'll
you
sit
started
there
It
and
was
listen all
already
day.
started though.
He mentioned the engineer that could help.
Let's
us.
go into
Me and you-
executive
It was
session.
already starting going to.
We can have a
part.
meeting after
You didn't get
this,
through the
after
first
this. Let's
part,
go.
like,
People have
first
places
part
to go.
was just having signatures, just getting signatures to see if people wanted it. Me and
Brian,
you couldn't
thank
get
you, we're
past
done,
that.
we're done right now. Me, you, him, and could have a meeting later. I'm not.
Okay,
So I'd like to make a motion to enter an executive session to consider the employment or promotion of several employees.
Second.
Sharon,
Yes.
6:59.
Sharon,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Scott,
Yeah.
David.
Yes. That to include the mayor and council.
Yeah.
No, you're okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just wanna confirm, consider employment and also
We can just stay here.
promotion.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, I just wanna make sure.
because the meeting's over. Because we're just gonna adjourn once we're done.
Yeah.
Standing there.
Yeah.
I rode with her, I have to wait.
You'll have to wait outside.
Can we take you home?
I can drop her off. I can drop her off.
Hey, do you wanna turn the camera off?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ride in the police car.